Good morning, children. So, today we will start with English language. So, you will have your textbook, English First Language. Turn to page number 1, Unit 1. So, now you see these three pictures in front of you. So, what are these pictures? Who is in the picture? They are dogs. So, how many of you like dogs? Tell me. Don't they look so cute? They are very cute. Yeah. How many of you have dogs at home? So you'll have to answer from there itself. Okay. So now tell me the names of some pet animals and some domestic animals. You have learned this in your junior classes. So pet animals can be like dogs, cats, rabbits, parrots, and what else? Cows? Maybe, yeah. So let us say domestic animals. Domestic animals are cows, sheep, goat. So all these you know. So I'm sure you know what are pet animals and domestic animals. Pet animals are animals where we love them, we keep them with us, and they stay with us. Can you keep lions and tigers at home? No, they are wild animals. Okay, children. Now, which animal can be tamed and used to do heavy work? Which animal can be tamed and used for heavy work? So, tamed is something where you can use it for any kind of occupation. You can tie them up. So, can you remember any animal, name of any animal? Like donkeys. What do donkeys do? They carry heavy loads on their backs. Example, some people live in mountain regions. So, in the mountain regions, vehicles can't move. There are no roads. So they use donkeys or mules for transportation of goods. So how do donkeys carry goods on their backs? So isn't it so sad they carry such heavy luggage on their back? Yes. So donkeys do that work. They're very strong. They do this work. Now you know the answer to the question I am going to ask you. Which animal is known as man's best friend and why? You know which animal is man's best friend? Yes, dogs. So this is what you are seeing in front of you. There are puppies, dogs, mother dog and the father dog. Okay. So I will tell you a story. All of you like stories? Yes. So even I like to tell stories to you. Now, there was a house where there was a dog. The master. Who is the master? The dog's owner. The one who owns the dog is called their master. So the dog listens to their master. Correct? If you have a dog at home, won't it listen to you? It will. So the master. So there were thieves. Who are thieves, children? Thieves are people who come and rob things in your house, rob valuables in your house. So the dog was a very nice looking dog. So the thieves wanted to rob the dog, not rob gold in the house, rob the, so basically kidnap. So we call it dog napped. So if they kidnap the human being that is a child, it's called kidnapped. Now they are kidnapping a dog. So they kidnapped the dog. So the master's family started searching for the dog. So what happened? Now the dog was lost. The dog was with the robber. It was with the thief. So now what did the dog do? The dog also wanted to come back to its master. So the thief took the dog very far away from the house and the dog somehow escaped in the night and came back to its own master's house. Now, what do we learn by this, children? That means the dogs know its way back to their house and it's always loyal to the master. Why was it loyal to the master? Because the master loved the dog, he pampered the dog, and he gave food and shelter to the dog. Isn't it? The master that is in your house, if you have a dog, what all will you do to a dog? You give bath to the dog, you give food when you eat to the dog, so you take care of the dog. So the dog came back to its master by himself. So the family was very happy. Now the question is asked, why animal is known as man? Which animal is known as man's best friend and why? Now you understand why is dog's best friend is animal? Is the dog? Yes. So now every time if you have a dog at home, you will know this. When you come back from school, the dog starts jumping on you. Why? Because it has missed you since morning to evening. So that is the love dog shows towards you. Got it, children? So shall we proceed? So first, let's learn the meanings. You know the meanings of let's learn the new word meanings. Okay, now before doing any chapter, if we learn the meanings of these difficult words, we can understand the lesson better. So shall we read and understand what is the meaning of each word? Pack. A group of wild animals that hunt together, or a group of dogs trained together for hunting. So when pack has two meanings. One is a pack of foxes or pack of dogs. That is packs. They run in packs. There is another meaning for pack. You ate a packet of biscuit. A pack of biscuit. That is, what is a pack of biscuit? There are 10 biscuits in one packet. So that means the biscuits are together. The same way here dogs or any wild animals are together. They are in a group. That is called pack. Understood? Next. Kinsman, kinswoman. Kinsman, kinswoman. These words are used in your lesson. So these means a relative. Okay. So if you see in your house any relative, you can call them as kinsman or kinswoman. Okay. Fierce. Fierce. Pronounce it with me. Fierce. Angry, violent and cruel. Another word for getting angry is fierce. Children, tell the word along with me. Okay, fierce. Fierce. Okay. So anything is angry means fierce. Okay. Service. You know what is service? You do service to your teachers. That is, you take water bottles from the first floor to the third floor. That is, you're doing a service for your teacher. So now let's see the meaning. Service means work or duty done for someone. Yes, we were right, correct? Taking water bottle from the first floor to the third floor for your teacher is service. Okay, will you remember? Yes. Dart. Dart. Tell it again with me. Dart. A quick movement in a particular stated direction. A quick movement. We say that is darted. Quick movement in a particular stated direction. So imagine in your classroom you are writing. So immediately the teacher calls your name. That is, what do? You look up and look straight. So that means a quick movement in a particular stated direction where your eyes will go immediately to where the teacher is standing. A quick movement in a particular stated direction. Okay? Yeah. Cattle. Cattle, I think you know the meaning of it. Bullocks, cows, farm animals kept as property. Now, in your house or in your village, there might be 3 to 4 cows, 3 to 4 bullocks, 3 to 4 buffaloes. So, together they are called cattle. So, cattle is mainly called only for cows, bullocks, any farm animals, that is buffaloes. If you have any if you have 10 peacocks, you won't call them cattle. Okay? If you have hen, you know hens, you know cocks, yes, you won't call them cattle. Cattle is referred mainly to cows, bullocks and buffaloes. Okay? Panic. Panic is what? A sudden strong feeling of fear. That is panic. Panic means, now what happened? You will say, you will be playing in your school. Suddenly your friend falls. Now all of you start going towards your friend. So you start thinking, what to do, what to do? He has hurt, the blood is oozing out of his skin. What to do now? That is panic. Understood? A sudden strong feeling of fear. Now your friend has fallen down. What to do? You have to go call the teachers. Being panic. Shall we read all the meanings again? Pack. Read it with me, children. Read it loudly in your house. Pack. A group of wild animals that hunt together, or a group of dogs trained together for hunting. Kinsman, kinswoman. A relative. Fierce, angry, violent and cruel. Service. Work or duty done for someone. Dart. A quick movement in a particular stated direction. Cattle. Bullocks, cows, farm animals kept as property. Panic. A sudden strong feeling of fear. Children, now you understood the meanings. Let's start the lesson. Now, this is your unit 1. We will read, we have already discussed the first 3 questions. So now, we will read the lesson and understand sentence by sentence. I will explain it to you. Don't have to worry. So, you will read along with me. We will read each paragraph one by one. If you have any difficult meanings, underline them. Okay, children? Shall we start? Concentrate on what I say. Foxes hunt alone, never in packs. Foxes hunt alone, never in packs. You know foxes, they are wild animals. Foxes always hunt. What is hunt? That is looking for food. Foxes start chasing other animals for hunting. They want to kill another animal for eating. What do foxes eat? Foxes eat on other smaller animals. So they are saying foxes hunt alone, never in packs. Now I told you what is the meaning of packs. Tell me. Packs means a group of wild animals. That is, foxes always run alone or chase alone. They will never run with 3 to 4 other foxes. Understood? Once dogs too were their own masters and lived the way foxes did. That means dogs also were always alone. They don't like staying in groups. They don't like staying in groups of people, animals. That is, dogs always want to be alone. They don't want to stay with 4 or 5 other dogs. Understood? Once dogs too were their own masters. That means they will do everything by themselves. There is no other dog to support. Now let me tell you. Do you always like living, eating, sleeping with your sister or brother? Only when you do everything alone, eating, sleeping, playing, that time your call you will do alone. When you do it with group of people, that means you are in a pack. You will not do alone. So only once dogs too, once upon a time, that is, okay. Once dogs too were their own masters and lived the way foxes did. They lived in freedom until a dog was born who was not pleased with this way of life. They lived in freedom until a dog was born who was not pleased with this way of life. That means the dogs lived in freedom. What is freedom? Independent. They can do anything they want to. If they feel like killing a bird today, they will kill. If they kill a rat today, they can kill and eat it. Until a dog was born who was not pleased with this way of life. Now tell me, you have two other friends, okay? Now they will tell you, the two other friends will tell you, we will rob a chocolate from a chocolate shop. We will rob, that is doing robbery. The three friends together went to rob one chocolate. They started robbing first day. Second day also they started robbing. Now after few days, you found a new friend in your group. So you became four of them. You started telling, let's go and rob a chocolate. The new friend said, no, we should not rob. It is not moral. It is not a good thing to rob chocolates. So what will you do that time? You will not like that friend. Correct? So the same way, they lived in freedom. The dogs lived in freedom until a dog was born who was not pleased with this way of life. That means the dogs always did everything that they want. If there is another dog which did not like what other dogs did, they would not be pleased this way of life. So that is why the dogs were their own masters. Understood? He was sick and tired of wandering about by himself, looking for food and being frightened of those who were stronger than him. He was sick and tired. The dog was tired. He was very tired. That means even you feel tired when you always run around, correct? The same way, hunting for food. See, animals have to hunt for their own food. They are not like human beings. Now, like how your mummy gives you food at home, dogs will not get food. They have to go and hunt for themselves. They have to go kill another animal and eat for themselves. So he was sick and tired of what is wandering? Roaming around. That means they are going everywhere across the roads. They are going on all the roads to find food. They are walking and walking and walking. They are roaming around the place everywhere. They are not finding food. And so he's tired. And being frightened is what? Afraid. Scared. You know what is frightened? Afraid. Scared. So are you scared of your teachers? Are you scared of your mother? When will you be scared? When you do something wrong. Correct? When you are lost. Imagine you go to an exhibition. You go to an exhibition and you are lost. So you get scared, isn't it? The same way, and being frightened of those who were stronger than him. Now, so you are scared of your mother and teacher. Why? Because your mother and your teacher is stronger than you. They are elder to you. They are older to you. Correct? The same way, the dog was sick and tired of wandering about by himself, looking for food and being frightened, being scared of those who were stronger than him. Those who were very strong. What is strong? Now tell me. Tell me this. There is an ant at home. Now you will stamp the ant. So who is stronger? You are stronger. The ant is not stronger. The same way, any animal stronger than the dog will get scared. Now you understood. Shall we read the whole paragraph once? Yes. Foxes hunt alone, never in packs. Once dogs too were their own masters and lived the way foxes did. Full stop. Children, remember how to read when there is a full stop and there is a comma. Okay, we'll start again. Will you see how I read when there is a comma and a full stop? You have to pause. Pause means what? A small wait. Wait means what? That is W-A-I-T. That means don't wait for a very long time. Very short span. That means 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Foxes hunt alone. Never in packs. Once for dogs too were their own masters and lived the way foxes did. They lived in freedom until a dog was born who was not pleased with this way of life. He was sick and tired of wandering about by himself, looking for food and being frightened of those who were stronger than him. Now, I will read again and explain once more. Okay? Foxes hunt alone. You know, foxes always go alone for hunting. That is to find food. Never in packs. Never in groups. Okay? Once dogs too were their own masters and lived the way foxes did. So now you know, like foxes, dogs also lived like that. They were always alone, doing everything alone, hunting alone. Okay. They lived in freedom. That is, dogs lived in freedom until a dog was born who was not pleased with this way of life. I told you, 3 friends were robbing. The 4th friend said, no, this is not the moral of life. You should not rob. So that time what happens? You will leave the 4th friend. The same way the dogs did not stay in groups when the other dog was not pleased with this way of life. He was sick and tired of wandering. Wandering means roaming around, walking everywhere around for searching for what is mean about by himself. Looking means searching for food, and being means and being frightened, that is being scared of those who were stronger than him. and of those who were stronger than him. Okay, children? Next, shall we go to the second paragraph? He thought for a while and decided that the best thing for him to do was to become the servant of one who was stronger than anyone on earth. He thought for a while and decided that the best thing for him to do was to become the servant of one who was stronger than anyone on earth. Who is he? The dog. The dog thought for a while, for some time. Thought means what, children? Thinking. Thought means thinking. You also think every day, correct? You think what to play, whether hide and seek or running race. So thinking. The dog was thinking for some time. For a while means some time. For a small time. Okay. He thought for a while and decided. That means he decided that the best thing, that is the best, what is possible with him is the best thing for him to do was to become the servant of one who was stronger than anyone on earth. Who is it servant than anyone on earth is? Human being. Children, we are human beings. That is why we can take care of pets like dogs. Okay? So, become the servant. That means if I am the master, the dog is my servant. Okay? So, he is servant of one who was stronger than anyone on earth. He set out to find such a master. So, master means a human being, people like us. Now, children, tell me, who can think? Can dogs think? Tell me, can they talk like us? Now, I am talking. You are also talking. So, can dogs think like us? Can dogs prepare food like your mummy does? Can dogs water plants like you do? No. So human beings are very strong. We have a strong thinking capacity. Okay. The same way the dog wanted to find a strong master. So he set out to find such a master. So children, now we have learnt these two paragraphs. So we have explained, we have learnt the meanings. Now what you will do is learn the meanings. Learning meanings first is very important to understand the lesson. You learn the meanings and read these two paragraphs. Understood? Read these two paragraphs, paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. Read it loudly in your house and pause during punctuations, that is full stop, and understand the two paragraphs. If you do not understand, watch the whole video again. So we will stop here. The next page we will do in the next class. Okay, so I will write down difficult words and give you, so that you should write the spellings properly, children. You should always be good at your spellings. You should not make mistakes. So I will give you spellings. You will write that in your English classwork. The notes will be given later. Okay, children? So now you see this and you watch this video and try to understand this lesson. Bye bye.